What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris. This is PNWRC Madness, and I get a lot of questions. Guys, Chris, why don't you show us when you take the truck apart? All right, well, guys, I've had this truck for like, I don't know, 2 years. It's the same truck, same chassis. I think it's the same chassis. It needs to be rebuilt. So come on in. I'm gonna take it apart, show you all the parts, show you everything about it I know. And then, guys, you can find all the stuff on my website as well. So let's start wrenching. Okay, so first thing I want to show you guys about the truck that makes it absolutely indestructible is this basher body by, well, you know it, Basher Bodies. Take a look at that. So the first thing about this body, guys, well, it is from the UK. It does cost a lot of money to get shipped here, but I'll tell you what, M2C does carry these, so go ahead and check them out over there at M2C. And check this thing out. I'm not sure really what it's made of. It's super tough. Let me show you. So we actually have a couple of these bodies, but all right, you see that? This is a 27 ounce. It's not super heavy, but I just whacked it, guys. Now, that is why I like these bodies. Here's another one. All right, so, oh, and the third one, that's why these bodies are so tough. Let me show you what's so awesome about that one. Guys, that one's called the Bull. Now let me show you up close how it mounts to the truck. So, this is a clipless body, or it's actually E-clip body, and it doesn't pop off. That's one super cool thing about the body as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the clips, show you how it mounts. Just like any other body. All right, check it out. They don't come drilled, so you have to drill them. All right, so this is the version 1. I gotta install the version 2. All right, so there we go. We got the body mounted. I'm not gonna clip the whole thing. All right, we got the body mounted. Now check it out. When you guys go and you crash your truck on a big jump or whatnot, the truck flexes and then the stock body just pops right off. Not all the time, but a lot of times. This never pops off. Let's talk about the tires really quick. These are the jconcepts choppers. These are Beadlocks. One cool thing about these tires are they come with 17 and 24 removable hex. So that piece right there is removable hex. You can put a 17 or 24 on it. They do balloon a little bit. They are not belted. They come with choppers, or they come in magmas. And then you can also put these beadlocks on. I'll get to those in a little bit. Things first, let's take off the wheels. New PNWRcMadness wrench. Well, there's the new wrench by PNWRC, got the 17, and really the first thing holding on these wheels are these PNWRcMadness 17mm lugs. These are 70/75 aluminum. They come in all different colors. Check those bad boys out. One cool thing about these guys are, I'll show you on the other side, you can run these lugs on the 17mm and the 24mm. See, those are for the actual Creighton. See how the hole's a lot bigger? The back side is serrated and it hooks on there. Awesome. Check out the wear, guys. I run these mostly in the grass and the dirt, but they are absolutely amazing. And then we got the beadlocks. These help the tires from coming out of the bead, and they actually help hold them from coming out of the rear bead. We don't have the rears yet, but we got the fronts in all colors. Super nice. All right, so moving on. What is powering this joker is fairy dust and rose petals. Let me show you guys. I'm just joking. I might not be joking too much because this is going on the rebuild, so fairy dust and rose petals might be I'm not joking. Okay, let's turn this thing on. We're using the Futaba. Oh, check that wheel out. You can find those on my website as well. All aluminum, super wide, good grip. All right, you might need some earplugs for this because they are loud, and we got the quads hooked up right now. I'll show you that as we're taking it apart. So we're not really running Fairy Dust. We're running the Hobbywing Max 5 version G2 and a Hobbywing 5690 1250 kV on belt drive. Let's turn this bad boy on. All right, it's not really rose petals, it's actually max amps. 9,000 milliamps, that's what's pushing this big old 33-pound truck around. Max 5, running Hobbywing 5690 1250 kV, and we got the PNWRcMadness quad fans on there right now. I'll show you how those are connected in a little bit. PNWRcMadness motor mount belt drive mod, PNWRcMadness ESC tray, ESC caddy, straps, whatnot. Let's turn this bad boy off. Okay, let me show you the body mount. I kind of got a little off track, but let me show you. So it comes with all this hardware. These are 8mm nuts. You're going to need to get an 8mm wrench. So let's go ahead and take all these off and I'll show you. So you can see there's a little piece that drops out of the bottom. It's a little dirty. And then there it is. That is the piece. You could find these at basherbodies.com. Well, or you can message him. And then it gets these little brass pieces or whatever, those bronze. And yeah, I'm going to install the version 2 so that these don't keep slipping down. This was like one of the first ones out, I believe, but it is amazing. This holds up awesome. It's super tough and it's super dirty under there from all the washes. So there you go. That's it. So to get the front off, just go ahead and take off your bumper support. There's the front. There's a little piece that goes up underneath, and that's what bolts through, holds it all in place. Super strong, super secure. Huge shout out to Basher Bodies. Love this. Okay, here we go. There's going to be so much to talk about on this truck. So many parts and pieces and how it went together. I'm just going to start taking the whole truck apart, and then in the end, I'm just going to show you piece by piece. I'm going to show you the wear. I'm going to show you the wear in the shocks, the pins, the hubs. I'm going to show you if anything is bent or broken, things that are discolored like the wing, the arms, this and that, how the bearings are holding up, everything GPM, all the PNWRcMadness stuff, the straps, all that good stuff. So let's start tearing into it. And since we're replacing mostly everything, we're going to go ahead and just take it all apart because we got a new screw kit coming for it as well. So that'll be another video. The screw kit is black stainless steel, which I'm super stoked about because I'll show you actually all the screws in this video as well and talk about my my maintenance pattern. All right, so there is the wing. I want to slow the video down for this. This wing is orange. It's been check it out. It's been around the block for about a year now, probably. The truck's, well, whenever the XRT came out, this is the black edition. Yep, it's black edition. So yeah, anyways, this is the second wing the truck has had, and it just discolors, which I'm guessing they're all going to discolor, including the one that I got for it. I'm guessing this one's going to do the same thing, but yeah, that's a little bit later. So this truck was sitting on some Sussman design wing risers. I just had these in white. They've been holding up since I've had them on the truck. I don't know, probably over a year now. So Sussman Designs, check him out. GPM, this would be like the rear wing mount brace. Been running this since the beginning. It's holding up amazingly well. And one cool thing about this guy is you can actually dye them whatever color you want. I have dyed one black, and I've seen guys dye them several different colors as well: blue, black, purple, green. Okay, I told you I was going to do it at the end, but I want to show you them now. So check this out. These are the shocks I've been using on the truck for well over a year. This is before I started marking them front and rear. They do very well. They're awesome. I actually put the stock pistons in there from the XRT, and I use a different spring. It's a stock XRT spring from Traxxas, and this is white. I don't remember which I had this on, front or rear. But anyways, and then I think I had like 40 weight in there, and these are all aluminum and they don't really leak. Oh, there it is. So this was a front. So I had a white spring in the front. These actually work really well, and you can actually adjust your, I guess you'd be like your compression right there with that spring. In this second reservoir, there's a piston, kind of goes up and down on the spring, and it actually works super awesome. So that's what we're using there. There's an aluminum bleeder screw right there. And what else can I show you? I haven't maintenanced them for a long time, but there they are. Let me show you a front or a rear. So this is how I always know that I have a rear in my hand, is because, well, the cups, the perches are always, I think that's called the perch, right? Shock bottom. Anyways, they're always all beat up from the rocks. So they're all aluminum. This one I had adjusted, must have, there we go. So again, in the rear, we got a blue spring, Traxxas XRT spring. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and change these up as well. We're gonna put the M2C pistons in them. And then hopefully soon, GPM is gonna send me some colorful shocks, and those will be going on the build when we get those. So until then, we're going to use these again. But there's all 4 of the GPM shocks for your XRT right there. They might be leaking a little bit. I did find that one of the reservoirs was a little loose. Like I said, I haven't maintained them for a while, but that is that. And then I also do spray CalRC in there to make sure everything stays nice and free, and all the little pillow balls in there are moving nice and free, so that the truck is performing, you know, to its best. So another look at those guys right there, super nice. You can find those on my website, www.PNWRcMadness.com. Here's a good look. All right, guys, I had a bad crash. I don't remember exactly where I was at, but it broke a lot on the truck, even the HD Traxxas arm, and I bent this. I've been running it. I could probably straighten it out, but we're going to go ahead and replace it anyways, just because. The wear is not even that bad, but this is over a year old. And then we're running the Treal front knuckles, and I think we're going to replace those with GPM. And then we're running the Treal front C hub right there as well. These are both 7075. Very, very nice. I have these also on the website. There's a good look at the GPM plus 12. These come in all different colors. You just have to make sure that you have your little C-clip right there. So the most important upgrade, I believe, on your Traxxas XRT, especially if you're going to be bashing a lot, or bashing hard, crashing hard even, is going to be this bar on the bottom. This is by GPM. It's 7075 aluminum. I call it the bash bar. It comes with all the hardware and whatnot. Let me show you what it looks like. If you have this bar on your truck, I'm not going to guarantee that you're not going to break bulkheads, but I have not broken a bulkhead. And you know, you can tell I'm not lying because the chassis was dyed black. So I haven't broken a bulkhead since I've installed this bar on my truck. So let me show you this. When you get it from GPM, it comes with all the hardware necessary. But here it is. That is the GPM bash bar, and I have not bent it, but let me show you what I did do before I put this on my truck to the stock chassis. All right, whoa, we're losing parts. All right, check this out. So, before I stuck on the bash bar, I don't know, that must have been like a rock or something I hit. And then I also cracked my chassis right there. I'm not sure if that was before or after, but anyways, we're gonna replace this. It's still a good chassis, still working order, and we got these HD arms on there. We've broken a few. We've actually got a broken one on the front, which is up here. It's broken right here. There you can go. You can see it right there. I've been running it still, even, but we're gonna replace it. So. And you can also see on the bottom there, we got the Vitavon, the only Vitavon part I have on my truck. We'll get those off and show you those as well. Hey, check this out. So one thing I would like to mention is in the rear of the truck, your GPM hinge pin kit, you cannot use back here. I mean, you can if you want to hack up the chassis and all that, but look at that, guys. So the lower rear hinge pins will work. Let's take those off. And that's usually the only part that I break right there. Still works, but we're going to replace it. Check out those diffs. Well, I guess check out those diff housings. These are by Treal. Got a rusty screw there. 7075 aluminum. We got a few of these left, but we actually have these now, PNWRcMadness. But what we're really looking at is these out drives by GPM. Let me see if I can twist that around. All right, check that out. I've recently rebuilt the rear, so that feels super nice. But check out the wear on those out drives. See if I can get in a little bit closer. That's about, I don't know, a year and a half or so. And that's quite a bit of driving and, you know, bashing and speed runs and this and that. So let's go ahead and take all this apart. Let's look at the rear. Here's the rear. Oh, that was the one I rebuilt. They both feel good. But anyways, there's that. And then we got, check that out right there. We're actually running the GPM stainless steel tie bars. Look at that. That's basically the only part of the truck we do not have upgraded. I'm looking forward to installing the PNW 7075 cover. And we're running the Treal side Nerf bars. And what else? We got GPM top steering support, a GPM steering bracket. Let's get this truck apart. All right, so we've been rocking the PNWRcMadness straps. Kevlar with metal buckles. Running max amps, that's what we're running right there. Max amps 9000 milliamp XL. I don't know if they make those anymore. I'll show you the bottom side. I do have videos on how to install these setup. in your truck. I offer those on my website as well. Let's get those in there. Just dump the rocks out. Some brush. So that's those. That is the carbon fiber trays. Those are 4 millimeters thick. And then the nuts that stick out of the bottom. I never had any problems with those over the years. All right, so go ahead and get the motor mount out and get the rest of this thing apart. Fan number 1. So now that we got the fans loose, check that out. There's the fans, PNW fans. These are 8.4 volts. They're running straight to my RX. So those wires hide nice and neatly underneath the RX tray. We're going to go ahead and unplug this. And then they're ran right into a 4. Wow, there's a piece of brush in there. To show you that though, I just want to show you the receiver inside the receiver box. No, they're not waterproof, but I've never burnt up one of my futabas. So that's the receiver I'm running. And then check that out. Your fans are just connected right to that. So there are the dual. You can either run dual left. You got to either do a left or a right though. So there they are. You can run a dual or a quad. And then this is what they're connected to, and this is also what is holding your chassis together. And you can get these in black or silver. There's the base plate. This comes with the fan kit, and you can get these in black or silver. It's made out of aluminum, CNC'd. And this would be considered a left or a driver. So driver or passenger side. So this is the driver side. Spin the truck around and we're going to have passenger side. Now note, this will not work with a GPM mount. Fits nice and snug. There it is. So there is the ESC caddy. I went ahead and drilled mine for the Max 5. They don't come drilled for the Max 5. I just recommend using double back tape or just drill your own holes. They do come drilled for an XLX2. So super simple, just unhook your motor. I'll show you what I did to that here in a second as well. Oh man, these things are in there. Okay. The cable. So that is awesome, guys. You can collect data with this. Oh, and it is censored now. The Hobby Wing. Hobby Wing. I really like this ESC, super nice. Again, Max 5 G2, Generation 2, and we have, I believe these are actually perfect pass. The 600 amp QS8 version 2. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure if they're sparky or not non-sparky, but there it is. Now, let me point out one thing I got here, this plywood block. You can see it's just plywood and it's just cut to fit. Guys, that's all I do. I support it. I don't like rear support or just, in support. You could say because it creates a pinch point. So I like to support the whole motor. I've never had any issues. This truck is huge. It's heavy. But anyways, I just wanted to point that out right there. She's hanging now. All right, so really quick, there is the motor mount. See, when you go to install it, you just slip it under and go just like that. So there's the PNWRcMadness motor mount. Right there, I've been using this with a few different motors, and I always keep it supported. This is the 5690 1250 kV, and we were running a 1525. Yeah, 1525. There's some grass in there. There we go. PNWRcMadness battery trays have been holding up awesome. I just wanted to show you guys the thickness of the tray. 4 millimeters thick right there. Got X-Max ones as well. Kevlar straps, metal buckles. Guys, they work pretty awesome. Underneath the trays, you're gonna find some little washers. These are the spacers that go underneath. My favorite links ever. PNWRcMadness 8mm shaft and belt drive. We got the whole entire truck torn down. Look at it. I got the whole thing cleaned up, everything all the way down to my shocks. We got the diff cases emptied out. We're gonna be reinstalling everything almost brand new. Well, not quite, but we're gonna go ahead and do our best. So one thing I did not show you guys was the knuckles. Check these out. These are the Treal knuckles. They are absolutely amazing. 70-75 aluminum front and rear. We also were running the Treal hubs. Guys, these had no bends, no breaks, no nothing. Here are the hex, the GPM hex I was using. I got those all taken apart, the plus 12s. Look at the stub axles, no rust. Real quick, guys, I've been using Cal RC to maintenance this truck the whole life of it, and I have like zero rust. Just a little bit down in the shanks of the screws. Maybe a few of the pins are kind of rusty, but that's it. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead, edit this video, and yeah, I gotta get to rebuilding, get a few more parts on the way, order it up, and I'm gonna take these apart so that I can put some udder butter in there. But guys, I took it down to every last screw darn near, so thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for the rebuild. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be the ugliest XRT in the world. but it's gonna be awesome. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys later.